Hi you guys, it's your girl Miss Carla and I'm back with another video. In this video, I'll be showing you how I achieved this vibrant red using the watercolor method. This is one of 3 wigs now that I've made using this method, and I'm telling you guys, I love it. I absolutely love it. If you'd like to see how I achieved this color, just keep on watching. I'm going to start by filling up a container with a small amount of hot tap water. And then I'm going to go grab the wig that I constructed. All the details about the wig I will leave in the description bar. Um, this is just an 18-inch wig using 2 bundles of 613 body wave hair and a 14-inch closure. I'm going to use 2 bottles of KISS Express rinse, one in the color crimson, and the other is the color scarlet, I think. I'm just going to be dumping both bottles into the hot water. And I'm going to make sure that I whisk around. You'll see later I'm going to be whisking around both dyes to make sure that they're evenly dispensed throughout the water. Just you don't want any dark spots because the wig will grab the color unevenly if it's not all the way dissolved into the water. Now right here I'm just going to whisk the color in. Um, Using my little mini whisk, I'm just making sure all the color gets dissolved into the water. I want to make sure that the color gets onto the wig as evenly as possible. And then I'm just going to grab the wig and dunk it all the way in. I'm making sure to move the wig around into the water and turn it around on all of its sides just to make sure that there's no white left in there or any light streaks, and that the whole wig grabs up as much of the color as it can get. And this is what the wig looks like inside the water. You can see how vibrant and deep red that water is. Hopefully the wig comes out just as deep. I like to let my wigs sit as long as they possibly can to grab up as much color as it can. I know people like to let theirs sit for a few minutes and then, whatever color it is, they just go with that. But I want mine to sit as long as it can and grab up as much color as it can. And right here I just added a little bit of a bottle of crimson I had left over from a client. I just dumped that in there in hopes to make the wig just a little bit deep as I can get it. Like I said, it wasn't, at this point, it was still a little bit light, um, but this was probably 10 or 15 minutes later. So I'm just checking it and looking through everywhere to make sure that every part of it, the wig is saturated with color. Right here, I'm just rinsing the wig, um, checking the color. And right here, I thought it was as deep as it was going to get. Like, it looked pretty vibrant to me right here. It's going through, and it looked okay. So I'm just adding some conditioner. Um, Suave, of course. I love Suave. And just running the conditioner through the wig, loosening everything up. I don't shampoo the wigs after I do this method because I want them to stay as vibrant and as bright as they can stay for as long as possible. They'll be shampooed later and after being worn, and so the color will lighten up eventually, and I just don't want it to go fade as soon as I make the wig. So I'm just going to rinse the conditioner out, make sure the water runs clear. Like, I'm just detangling the wig. And then after I combed it all out and got it under a different light, I can see that the closure was not as deep red as the rest. So I'm just going in with another bottle of rinse, and this is Crimson from Adore rinse. And I'm going to just dump that in the water, the whole bottle. And I'm going to put the wig back into the water again and just let it grab up this bottle of rinse. And for sure, it should be a lot deeper now. This is the second go around with a whole nother bottle of rinse. So this should add the red that I really want it to be. Making sure it's all dissolved. And then I'm just going to add the wig back into the water. Closure first this time to make sure that it grabs most of the color, because that was the part that was actually lighter than the rest. And then I'll just dump the rest in and let it sit for a few minutes in there and let it grab up all of that color. I'll let the wig sit for about 15 to 20 minutes the second go around, and then I'm just going to comb it out, detangle it. You can see here it's very vibrant, very, very red. Hair is still really soft. I mean, it's a rinse, so I didn't expect the integrity of the hair to be compromised at all. You can't really do too much damage with a rinse. So this is the other reason I really like this method. You can get really vibrant, bright colors. And if you use 613 hair, you don't have to bleach it. You can just go ahead and add your colors and make your wigs. I'm just going in and setting apart, molding the hair into a side part. I think I'm going to either wand curl his hair or crimp it. I'm not quite sure yet, because I know each one of the wigs in this colored wig series is going to be a different style. I'm just trying to figure out what I want to do with this one, but I know it's going to be a side part. So yeah, I'm going to go in a tiny bit and tweeze some of the closure, just so it's not that straight line across the front, in case I want to do like a top knot or some kind of bun or something, where the hair is pulled back a little. I don't want it to have that straight line across the front. And it helps the closure look a little bit more like a frontal, since all of these aren't going to be frontal wigs. Some are closure wigs, some are full wigs where there's no closure at all. And then there'll probably one or two that'll have a frontal, but I'm not sure yet. We'll see. Like I said, right here, I'm just parting through the closure and tweezing some of the hairs out, just so it's not so straight across and so full in the top. I'm tweezing back a few rows just because I don't want it to have that straight line carrying back where you can see that you've tweezed the hair, but you kind of leave a line of demarcation where you've gone straight across a couple times. So I'm going back a little bit further. I'm not going to have it look like a receding hairline, but I do want it to have that just straight line that's going to keep going backwards. Because I know that I want this to be a side part, I am going to go in and tweeze the part a tiny bit wider just to make it a little bit more defined. Not wide, but just so it's a more defined part. Especially close to where the lace is at the forehead. For some reason, there's like a lot more hair right in that area. So I'm just going to tweeze that part open a little bit more and just make sure that you can see the part. we are after the wig has had a chance to air dry for a little while. Look, as you can see, the color came out very vibrant, very bright red. Getting ready to style the wig. Decided I'm going to wand curl it, so I will come back with a couple clips of the finished product. If you enjoyed watching me color this wig, don't forget to thumbs up, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.